Just as the world started believing the tension between Israel and Palestine was easing down, the Israeli Defense Forces blew up several buildings in the occupied West Bank on February 2nd. The IDF grounded around 20 buildings in the Jenin refugee camp, as per the Palestinian state news agency. The demolition of the buildings was carried out in precise simultaneous explosions that reduced the buildings to ruins. The bombardment thrusts thick dust and smoke clouds into the sky, creating panic among the people. People could be seen running away as the deadly blasts occurred. The development raises questions about the prospects of durability of the Israel-Hamas hostage deal, which is underway. Negotiations are due to start by February 4th on agreements for the release of the remaining hostages and the withdrawal of Israeli troops from Gaza in a second phase of the deal, which is intended to lead to the final end of the war in Gaza. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is also expected to meet United States President Donald Trump on the same day, with the ceasefire in Gaza and a possible normalization of relations with Saudi Arabia as part of a post-war deal likely to be the focus. However, Hamas, which recently locked the hostages deal with Israel, has now called for an escalation in the resistance against Israeli defense forces following the demolition of buildings in Jenin. It is noteworthy that the Israeli forces have been conducting a massive operation for nearly 2 weeks in Jenin that the Israeli military says is targeted at local militants, including seizing weapon stockpiles. A spokesperson for the Israeli forces said several structures used as terrorist infrastructure had been dismantled and that more details would be released later. Israeli forces have been engaged in gun battles with local militants since the operation began. Defense Minister Israel Katz said on Wednesday that security forces would stay until the operation is complete. The Israeli forces, equipped with helicopters and armored bulldozers, began the assault on the city on January 21, 2 days after Israel reached a ceasefire in Gaza with the militant group Hamas. At least 25 Palestinians have been killed since the Israeli military operation began, including 9 members of armed groups, a 73-year-old man and a 2-year-old girl, according to Palestinian officials. The Israeli military says it has killed at least 35 militants and detained over 100 wanted individuals. Dozens of homes and roads have been destroyed by Israeli forces in the latest campaign. The Palestinian state news agency also said that a 27-year-old man had been killed on Sunday by Israeli forces raiding a refugee camp near Hebron. The Palestinian Authority, a Hamas rival, exercises limited governance over the West Bank, where around 3 million Palestinians live and over which Israel maintains overall military control.